Hello friends, a very warm welcome to the Crochet Hook channel. A very happy RAKSHABANDHAN to you all. See, today I'm going to share with you a very beautiful flower crochet Rakhi. See how beautiful it looks. And I have decorated this flower with beads in the center of it. This is a 6-petal flower. And I have here used colors of my choice. This is the back side of the flower, and I have simply sewn this dory at the center of the flower and decorated the flower with these beautiful beads of my choice. Go ahead and decorate the Rakhi with the decoration of your choice, and this Rakhi will definitely look beautiful. For the friends who are joining me here for the first time, please do consider subscribing to my channel. That really connects, motivates and inspires. Do like, share and comment my videos. That really means a lot. So let's get ahead and have a Rakhi made. So here I have chosen this orange shade to crochet the Rakhi, and the white cream shade is to crochet the dory. A crochet hook of 2.0 millimeters, a needle. You may need a few stitch markers, a measuring tape, a pair of scissors, few decoration beads for the decoration. So let's get started with the Rakhi. So here then, to begin with, work a slip knot. And work 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now insert the hook into the very first chain and work a slip stitch to join this ring. See, a magic ring is created here. Now we'll work into the ring. So chain 1, insert the hook into the ring and work 1 SC like this. Again, insert the hook into the ring and work 1 more SC into the ring. 2 SCs worked into the ring, work 1 more SC. 3, again work 1 SC into the ring. 4, just keep creating SCs till you have a total of 18 SCs worked in the whole round, and I'll see you there. See, I have worked all my 18 SCs. Let's join this round. So here, this is the chain 1, the beginning chain 1. Don't insert the hook there, but at the top of the first SC, beginning SC, beneath the 2 strands, insert the hook and work a slip stitch. So this round 1 is joined here. Now we'll begin with the row round 2 here. So then chain 1 and into the same SC below, insert the hook and work 1 SC where you just chained 1. 1 SC is worked again, then work 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. Now skip 2 SCs below 1 and 2 and insert the hook atop the third SC below and work 1 SC. Simple. Chain 3 again. 1, 2 and 3. Skip 2 SCs below. Insert the hook into the third SC and atop it work 1 SC. Chain 3 again. 1, 2 and 3. Skip 2 SCs below. Insert the hook into the third SC and work 1 SC here. Chain 3 again. This is how we have to just keep repeating SC, chain 3, SC, chain 3, SC till the end. I'll see you at the end. See, I've worked this chain 3, SC, chain 3, SC 2 more times and 1 more time to go. So after this last SC, chain 3, and then to end this round here, skip 2 SCs, and here we have this beginning SC. Beneath the 2 strands of the beginning SC, insert the hook, work 1 slip stitch to join this round here. The second round gets completed. We'll go for the third round. So then work 2 chains and pull this long loop up like this. Now see, from the front into the center SC here, insert the hook like this as shown. Then insert the hook into the loop and slowly bring this loop through this SC in the front of this ring. And then we are going to work in this next chain 3 here. See? So this is the chain 3 at the center of which we slipped this, and then into the next chain 3, yarn over, and into this next chain 3 work 1 DC like this. Yarn over, again work 1 more DC into this chain 3 space. 2, work 1 more DC into this chain 3 space. 3, work 1 more DC into this chain 3 space. 4, work the 5th DC, then work the 6th DC, work the 7th DC here, work the 8th DC here, yarn over, work the 9th DC here, yarn over, work the 10th DC here, yarn over, work the 11th DC here, yarn over, work the 12th DC here. So in total we have worked 12 DCs into this chain 3 space here. See, a petal is created. Now see, Here, this is the next chain 3 space, and after that we have one SC there. So we are aiming to work one SC around this SC. So from back to front to back, we are working one back post SC around this SC below. As shown, pull up a loop and work one SC like this. Simple. This is how it looks. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and pull the loop up again. Now in this current petal, at the center of it in the front, into this SC, insert the hook like this, and then through this pulled up loop, and slowly, gently bring this through this SC. Pass it through like this. Now be careful. We have, this is chain 4 that we just worked, and beneath it there is this chain 3 that we are going to work next petal into. So just grab that chain 3 and don't work into the chain 4. Recognize that this is the chain 3. Hold it properly, yarn over, insert the hook into this chain 3, and we are going to work 12 DCs here. 1, 2, we are creating the next petal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more, 12. So again, into this next chain 3 we created a petal with 12 DCs. See, then we have this next chain 3, and then we have this SC again around this next SC. From insert the hook from back to front to back around it, pull up a loop and work one SC as shown. This is back post SC around this SC worked. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull that loop up, and now in the current petal from front, at the center of it in this SC round, insert the hook as shown, then into this stretched up loop, and gently pull this loop through this space here through the SC. Again, see, this is the chain 3, yarn over and insert the hook into this chain 3, and again into the next chain 3 space, begin working 12 DCs around it. 1, 2, we are creating the third petal. 3, 4, just create 12 DCs here, and be careful not to work into the chain 4 that you just worked, but take out the chain 3 that sometimes get a little inside of this entire thing. So just take that out and work 12 DCs into this next chain 3. We are creating the third petal here. Work 12 DCs into the chain 3. See, the third petal is created as well the same way. Then this is the next chain 3, and we are aiming at the next SC. So around that next SC, work one back post SC at the back of it like this. Then work 4 chains, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Skip this, stretch the loop, and in this current petal beneath it here in this SC round from the front, insert the hook at the center of it, then also through that stretched up loop, pull it through this SC in the front of it like this. Again, this is our chain 3 into which we are going to work. Behind is the chain 4 and ahead is the chain 3 that is closer to you. So then grab that chain 3, the next chain 3, and into it again create 12 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, create 12 DCs. See, I have created a total of 12 DCs into this chain 3. Now again, we have this next chain 3, and there is the SC after that. Around that SC, work one back post, single crochet behind it like this, then work 4 chains. 1, 2, 3 and 4, stretch that loop. Now in the current petal, at the base of it, in the SC round, insert the hook at the center of it through the SC like this, then into this stretched up loop, gently pull this chain through it. Again, see, this is our chain 3, yarn over and insert the hook around this chain 3 the next chain 3 and work 12 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Create the 12 DCs here. See, I have worked my 12 DCs. Just one more chain 3 is left here. See that we are going to work the 6th petal into. So then into this last chain 3 here. After this last chain 3, see around this SC, work one back post SC behind this like this. Then work 4 chains, stretch that loop. In this current petal at the base of it, in the SC round, insert the hook at the center of it as we always do. Then into the stretched up loop, pull this loop through this SC, bring it at the front of the petal like this, and then this is the chain 3 that we are going to work yarn over, and grab that chain 3 space and insert the hook into it and begin working 12 DCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So the last petal is created here. See how beautiful it looks. And then insert the hook and see, flip this flower at this, after the next chain 3 where we have already worked our petal, we have this SC. From the back side, insert the hook around this SC, work one back post SC. So I have worked one back post SC behind it, and I'll just put the knot, and I'm going to cut the thread, but I'll keep the thread a little longer, so I'll be using it for the stitching purposes that we have to stitch our beads and dory here. So I have kept this long tail here. So at the center of it, so see, I have thread my needle with this loose end of the flower. Let's just put the beads. So here I have a few small golden beads and one big white bead that I'll put in the center. So then at the center, from the back side, see, at the center of this flower, on one side in the SC row, bring out the needle, put the big bead in the needle, and then simply across this SC round, just sew it there. Simple, just one stitch is enough. Then at the edge of this bead, take out this thread again, the needle again, and we are going to surround this white bead with the golden beads. So I'll simply be putting one stitch for every bead around this big bead. Simple. You can also use the glue to stick the beads here, but I prefer to stitch them properly. So see, just like this. Again, bring out the needle in this close proximity of this worked bead, and again insert another golden, that smaller golden bead, put it into this, into its place, and again sew it well nearby the old one. So just like this, we have to cover this entire edge. Again, take out the needle from back side onto the front side, put one bead in and sew it in the close proximity of the last bead that we had just put. And we are sewing everything in the SC round of the flower. See, just like this, put small beads around it. few done till now. See, I've completed sewing this. All the beads are put, and I have my thread still long, so it will be used to sew the dory with the flower. Keep it aside, we'll prepare the dory. So see here, I have taken this white thread. This is 180 centimeters long, and I have doubled this thread. Hold the two loose ends together. I'm holding these two ends, and there on the other end my son is going to hold it. And what we are going to do is I will twist it in one direction, and my son is twisting it in opposite direction, and twist it for some time, maybe a minute or so. So, and he's just twisting it in opposite direction. See, this is how it has to be all twisted. Now I'll take this loose end from my son and hold all the loose ends together, and then simply stretch all this, drag and release it. Again, drag and release it, drag and release, and this entire thing gets so beautifully intertwined. See, the beautiful dory automatically is worked. On this loose end, I'll simply put a knot here, leaving a little thread on the tail, and we'll put one more knot on the other side after I put the beads inside. So from this side, I will just put the two beads in. So here I have two white beads that have big holes in them, so I can easily pass this thread through it. The dory can easily pass through it, and just put one more here from this end, and then we'll put the knot on this end as well. Now on this end also I'll put a knot the same way, so it will not open up. Now hold the two ends together like this, and then trim them together to equal length. Simple. And here then at the center of the dory we have to put our flower. So open this up, and if you wish you can half it, and at the center of this dory you can put a marker to mark the exact center of this dory. We have to place our and stitch a flower here. So with this thread only we are going to stitch it with the flower. As I've already told, you can put a marker for a few seconds until this dory gets a little tied with this flower, and then you can remove it. So place the beads as I've shown. Later on we are going to properly fix the beads with the flower, so don't worry. First we'll sew the dory. So I'll just work loose and small stitches around the dory with the flower, just simply wrapping this dory with the flower at the back of the flower. One stitch is done, so I can remove this marker, and now simply, and please make sure that you don't insert the needle all through the flower so that the stitch doesn't appear on the front side of the flower. Just insert the needle gently on the back loops of the flower. Simple. And keep putting simple stitches around the dory into the flower. I'm simply putting long stitches. You can also use the glue, as I've already told, and stick the dory with your flower. Just like this, sew it all the way, and we are also going to fix the bead with this flower so it will not move from there. So I'm reaching on this edge of the flower where we have a bead there. Stretch it well. See, everything is in place. and make light gentle stitches into the flower. Now bring this bead closer where we want to fix it with the flower, and then see, I'm simply passing this needle through this bead with my thread, so it will get all stitched with the flower like this. Rotate it like this so the thread is on the back side, and again begin working small stitches. So this bead is now fixed with the flower here, it will not move. On the other side also we'll fix the bead the same way. I'll simply pass my thread through this flower and dory onto the other side, and we'll fix that bead there. So on this edge also, bring this bead closer and through it pass the needle and then fix it with the flower. A gentle stitch and it is there. That's it. Now secure this thread, putting a few knots in the dory or the flower wherever you wish. A couple of knots will do, and then I'll simply secure my thread, a little thread, into this dory. I'm securing this loose end a little bit into the petals on the back side, and then I'll just cut this extra thread, that is there. See how beautifully it's well sewn with the flower, the bead and the dory. Remove this, cut this extra thread that's there. It's well joined. If you wish, you can also put a round of paper on the back of the flower and glue it together with the flower. I am comfortable with this finish. Our Rakhi is ready. See how beautiful it looks, and the beads are well sewn with the flower, so they'll not move altogether. This is the back side and this is the front side. See, I love this beautiful flower Rakhi. I have worked it with acrylic yarn. See, this is the flower that I worked with wool, and see the big difference in the size. So you can work your Rakhi either in wool or thread, whichever thing you prefer, and simply add the beads of your choice in the center, or you can also put a big diamond and beads, garnish it at the center of it, and see how awesome the two flowers look. Use yarn of your choice and color of your choice, decoration that you wish, and your Rakhi is so beautifully done. See? So this Rakhi is completed. I wish you all a very happy Raksha Bandhan.